Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Lucius. This is In the Post. This is our first episode. Today, we are talking about the Brooklyn Nets, mainly Kyrie Irving's situation and the Nets situation in general. Today is the day after they received a beating of their life to Milwaukee, which beat them by 23. They were outscored, out rebounded, out assisted, out stolen, and out, I guess, turnovered. Um, 12 turnovers to their 7, 54 rebounds to their 44, 25 to their 19. They shot better from the free throw line. They shot better from the field. They did not shoot better from three, but that is expected for a team that did not take many threes that game. Um, their leaders in points, Kevin Durant had a 30 piece with 11 rebounds and 4 assists, matching Giannis's 32, 14, and 7. Um, for rebounds, obviously Kevin Durant with 11, and for assists, James Harden with 8, along with his 20 points and 8 rebounds. Um, just a fun fact: Giannis led in every single stat in that game. He was fantastic. One steal and two blocks, including a fantastic one against I I think it was Nicholas Claxton, and I saw a highlight on it. And I think that this kind of proves that this team really needs Kyrie. Um, this team without Kyrie, I don't know, seems just a little bit lost. And that's not to discredit the playmaking and playmaking abilities of James Harden and Kevin Durant. I think they've been doing a very good job leading this team, and I think that they can absolutely carry this team to a playoff spot without Kyrie. But currently in Kyrie's situation without the vaccine, um, all the flack that he's getting from the media, which though I guess understandable isn't deserved. Um, I think that they need to, I guess, figure out a way to push for a playoff seed without having Kyrie, or at least push for a championship without having Kyrie. And I just don't think that's possible. Kyrie to this team is necessary. Kyrie was the first one here. Kyrie was the guy to hit the clutch shots for multiple teams, whether it be Boston, whether it be Cleveland, whether it be Brooklyn before these two came or before Kevin Durant came back from his injury. Kyrie was the guy to hit it back. Kyrie was the guy to throw in the game winning three when everyone needed it. James Harden is eligible for contract extension this offseason. And I don't know, without Kyrie, without this kind of, I don't know, assumption of the ring that they had last year, I don't know, despite James Harden saying he wants to stay, I don't know if that necessarily is true or if that opinion is going to change. Because without Kyrie, this team is just not good. I wouldn't say not good, but it's not the Nets we saw last year. It's not this team that looks so beautiful when it's on the floor, looks so graceful with its offense, and looks at least competent to hold a team under 100 for its defense. Um, no, this team was amazing last year. And with Kyrie, not only sharing the ball but doing it efficiently, um, is without it at least. I lost myself. And without Kyrie sharing the ball efficiently, averaging about 6 assists with only 2.5 turnovers a game, which doesn't sound like the greatest, but it is far better compared to James Harden, where he averaged the same amount of assists with 4 turnovers a game. So I think that Kyrie is most definitely the more capable ball handling playmaker, and they kind of need him in order to, I don't know, rise to that next assumption of championship level that they were at last year. Can you guys hear me? It looks like you can. Um, no. What is? Hello. Is this good? Um. Okay. Next order of business was the other opening day game. That was Warriors Lakers. The Warriors ended up winning that game 121 to 114. Um. They were out rebounded, which is surprising, seeing that the Lakers have one of the best rebounders of all time in Dwight Howard. They have a very good rebounder in Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, obviously, and Anthony Davis. So it's just very surprising they were out rebounded. It didn't seem like they had the same energy that they were supposed to come into the season with, especially Russ. Um, 30 assists to their 21, which is surprising for, once again, a guy that is known for his passing of LeBron James. Not having the greatest, at least, sharing game, should I say. But I will say that LeBron and Anthony Davis absolutely carried this team. 33 from AD, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 34 from LeBron, uh, 5 of 11 from downtown. Anthony Davis not so efficient from three. I think the big story here is Russell Westbrook, who in 35 minutes had 8 points, four assists, 5 rebounds, 4 for 13 from beyond the arc. He had a crazy amount of turnovers, and the fact that the coach continued to put him in is amazing. The fact that he continued to play this badly um, is a little crazy too. Dwight had a pretty good game, 5 rebounds, 6 rebounds, 5 points, 9 points for Carmelo, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Everyone else did not have above 8, and that is a problem, especially when you consider the fact that this team was reminiscent of the 2012-2013 Lakers, how we saw them not mesh together just as well as we thought they were. How this team really, I don't know, looked sluggish. They didn't look like they had the same energy that they always had. No, I don't know. They didn't look like they carry the same energy that they have in previous years, and whether that be from age or from, I don't know, not such a good fit yet, at least because of the beginning of the season. These players haven't played long enough with each other to figure out each other. But whether or not they need to figure it out, just for their fans, whether it be for their fans rather, or for just themselves, they need to start figuring out something. On the Warriors side, fantastic game from most. Nemanja Bjelica, who is new to the Warriors this year, 15 points and 11 rebounds, 1 of 1 from three, 6 of 7 from the field, 26 minutes. Andre Iguodala in his return um, since the glory days of championships in Dub City, 12 points, 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. Damian Lee, Steph Curry's brother-in-law, 15 points, 4 of 10, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. Jordan Poole is the big story. Jordan Poole is in the race for most improved player after what he did in the preseason. 20 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 for 18, 4 for 11. Not the most efficient, but for a young player like Poole, I think that this is a great start. For only 25 minutes of play, he was fantastic. And another big story was Steph Curry's 5 of 21, 2 of 8 triple double. 2 of 8 from beyond the arc, not very Steph Curry like, 5 for 21 from the field. Very reminiscent of how he started last year. But I hope he ends it the same way that he does. This triple double is definitely big. I believe it is his 7th ever. I should probably look that up. And I'll just cut this part out. Probably be a little easier if I had a camera. Triple double, triple double, triple. It is his 8th in his career, not his 7th. My bad. His 8th in his career, and he's doing very well. Despite the bad struggle, at least from the field, he found a way to help his team win with those 10 assists. I've never seen Steph Curry so active on rebounds before. Um, and I think this got Golden State Warriors fans optimistic. Steph struggled, obviously. Um, but the fact that the Warriors were able to pull this one out shows that they are deep enough to be able to pull off a win against what look to be the defending champions from 2020, rather it be last year from the Bucks win. Um, but the 2020 champions have just, plus Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony, have just been taken down by what seems to just be Warriors benchies, and that I think that I can hear it all. I can hear everything. I can hear it all. And I find it interesting that the 2020 champions have just been taken down, plus Russell West voice crack. And I find it interesting that the 2020 Lakers that have just now added Russell Westbrook, the triple double master, the guy who just averaged his fourth triple double in his season, um, and Carmelo Anthony, who served to be a 40% 3-point shooter for the Blazers, who were just the fourth seed. Um, plus these two, plus Dwight Howard, who's coming back from having an amazing season with the Sixers, plus Malik Monk, who just came back having a great season with Charlotte. They've all come and convened in this one area. This is so many great players, and they just lost to the Warriors bench, and that shows a lot of courage and grit from this Warriors team that they have good enough depth to be able to say, so what, Steph has an off night. We can handle the ball ourselves. Something I could not say last year when Steph was a one man offense, when no one else was really doing anything. Now he's got these other guys to go along with him. Um, Clay Thompson expected to make a return in December, and I can't wait for that. That's going to be very interesting to see the Splash Brothers back together again. I don't know if Clay Thompson is going to be his full self again, but he will still be Clay Thompson, no doubt. And that's kind of it. That's everything that I need to go over. That's all the games that have been played. Chicago plays tonight. Go watch that. Uh, and peace.